Alright guys, this is absolutely insane. I am right below this old mill building, and I had another brass. So I've just been digging giant pieces of crap brass everywhere. I just got another tone. I'm going to keep grabbing it because it is all money at the scrapyard, but you are not going to believe what this piece of brass is. Alright guys, welcome back to Mason Merck Metaldetecting. Hopefully you can hear me over all that noise, but there is a active dam behind me. Came here the other day to scout this out, and the water was barely trickling over it, but since then we've had a bunch of rain. I didn't have my metal detector with me that day, but I do today. And I also got my buddy, fellow Granite State Treasure Hunter Club member, Tommy Gunn. So we're gonna see if we can dig some treasure out of this droughted out river. Like I said, it is flowing a little bit more today than it normally is, but let's see what we can bring to you. Hopefully we find some old stuff. All right, there's Tommy Gunn working up there by the dam. Looks like he got himself a nice rope. I was getting a high tone right here, but there's a cinder block, so I picked it up. High tone disappeared. I scanned this. Oh my God, what is that thing? Look at that creature on that thing. Oh, that is like a horror story. But check this out. This was under, I'm up 20 bucks. That was under the cinder block. Hey Tom.
Get out of here.
20 bucks.
Is that a 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. This day's looking. Yeah. This day's looking pretty good. I'll take a 20. Funny thing is, I'd rather have a silver coin, even though it's not worth as much. A silver Washington would make me more happy than this thing. But I will take 20 bucks any day. All right, so back to the cinder block. The high tone in there was a beer can, which I pretty much figured it was going to be, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing lots of beer cans today. All right, moving on. The water is definitely moving. It was not the other day, but we had a big rainstorm over the weekend, so my plan was to get in there right below the falls, but I don't feel like slipping and getting covered. But we'll see what we can do here.
All right, first good signal. It's been a struggle. Well, let's see what we have now. It's like a piece of an old street sign.
All right, right here on the side of this bank, right next to the river, got a screaming high tone. I don't know if that's a bell or just some sort of lid cover, piece of brass. No clue, but it sounded really good. Haven't seen Tom in a while. Not sure if he's been digging anything good. Get this over the river here and yank all the sand off. Well, I can see Tom. He's upriver, working his way down to me. Yeah, no clue. Looks old, but oh, keep on hunting. All right, so that bell cover, the brass piece was right here. Get another high tone here. I just looked over here, and there's a piece of a hobble skirt Coke bottle. So it's a good sign. Some high tones, maybe some old stuff. Well, yeah, we'll have to dig it out. Some sort of brass tag. It's been there a while, so it's rotted. I'm not sure if I'll be able to read anything on this. No, it's like a equipment tag, Hoover. Huh, alright, nothing desirable. Alright, there's a whole mess of bricks up in there. Kind of far away from any of the vehicles. We did place one vehicle downriver so we don't have to hike all the way back up at the end. But I'd love to sift. Oh, there is an embossed brick. That was my fear, was I was going to find an embossed brick that I want to keep and not be able to carry it. WSG might be worth coming back. I'm not sure if I have one of those. No idea what it stands for. WSG. Maybe I'll come back to that. Maybe I'll try to carry it, put it somewhere I can get it downriver later. I love embossed bricks. Well, that pile of bricks is right there. I just had a screamer of a tone right there, and it ends up being this, I don't know, it's like a towel holder or something, but it's a big old brass ring. Started to find lots of pieces of brass. That's a good sign. Old stuff. Oh boy, I just had another screaming brass tone, and it turns out it is a big old piece of brass. It's an old sprinkler head. Solid piece of brass. Again, it's got some maker's marks on it. Might be able to figure out a year. It says D on that side. CNT apostrophe L. No idea what that. Central? No. I don't know. Piece of brass with a scrap bucket anyway. Alright guys, this is absolutely insane. I'm right below this old mill building, and I had another brass. So I just been digging giant pieces of crap brass everywhere. I just got another tone. I'm going to keep grabbing it because it is all money at the scrapyard, but you are not going to believe what this piece of brass is. Oh my god, another fully intact shoe buckle, and I did not even bend it or anything getting out of there. Holy crap, this is the stuff I live for. What a find that is. Oh my god, that just makes all this hard work completely worth it. Look how beautiful it is too. Nice curve still on it, like it would go right around the shoe. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Yes, unbelievable. Wow, I love that. Can't wait to show Tom that. Hopefully he's been finding stuff like that too. Oh, amazing. Love it. Okay, I got a couple more finds, just didn't have to dig them, they just stuck in some of these crevices, these little ledges and stuff. So I got myself a big old piece of brass fitting, and an adjustable wrench that is never going to work again. We'll get it out of here. I was getting a tone stuck in that little hole right there. Again, you just never know. Any an old silver coin or something could be stuck in any one of these little cracks and crevices, but it looked like a rock. And I started prying it out, it got really shiny. So that's an old piece of lead that was stuck in there. Interesting. Lead is worth more than regular scrap steel too, so that'll go in the lead bucket. So beautiful day on the river. Talk about a nice scenic day. No idea where Tom is. He's still way upriver. He's moving very slow and methodical, so I'm hoping he found something epic like that 1700s shoe buckle frame that I found. Look at that side over there. That looks like a good spot. But Tom's been kind of hitting that side of the river, so I'll leave it to him. All right, right there in that loose stone, we got a kind of a junky iron hit. Pulled that up. I believe that is a piece to an axe head. You see where the eye would have been. I think that's what that is anyway. Definitely looks like it could have been a piece of an old axe head. Maybe they repurposed it for a wedge after it broke or something. Who knows? Yeah, right out of that hole there, another piece of brass. Boy, the brass sounds good. I thought that one was finally going to be a coin. I do have one memorial penny, but no old coins. And right there under that rock, we got a piece of an old medicine bottle. It would have been a paper label. That's a good sign though, if there's any coins around here from that time period. Alright, this is the stuff horror stories are made of. This spider is bigger than a $50. Almost crawled up my arm. Oh, thing is huge. Gross. Well, I about had a heart attack. I thought I was going to find a second Colonial shoe buckle, but this turns out to be just a big old brass D buckle. But it sounded amazing. It's just horse tack, but I'll take it. All right, we got an awesome eyeball find. I think it is anyway. I was starting to wonder if I would find any of these here because there's so much glass. You see it? I believe, oh yeah, we got ourselves a beautiful old marble. That's a nice one too. I will take that. Nice. Love it. All right, this is turning into a pretty good day. 1700 shoe buckle and now a old beautiful marble. $20 bill. Don't forget the $20 bill. All right, cool. All right, we did it. We got some spoonage. All right, now I can eat tonight. Old spoon, I'll take it. Find old spoons everywhere, even rivers. Just in case he falls, we'll get the camera running.
Pinpointer went haywire.
I didn't turn this on hoping that you would fall. It was just in case.
$77. Guess I don't need a metal detector anymore.
Alright guys, I was digging a target and I think I popped another marble. I guess it could be something else, but it looks like a marble. Oh yeah. Sweet. Another beauty. Second marble of the day. Oh, it looks like it's got some yellow on it too. Yellow, green, blue, white. Alright. Love finding marbles. Alright, I'll get back to digging my target. It's probably a piece of trash, but I got a marble out of it.
Alright, this was a 43. I know I've got it on the shovel. And my pinpointer is dead. What's that? Looks like it might have been silver plated copper. Maybe a brooch. I think somebody might have been water skiing down the Salmon Falls. If you're missing a ski, contact Jim.
All right, guys, I just hiked down to the next dam down just to see if it would be any promising. I'm not really, haven't been swinging much because I got to use both hands to get down here, but I wanted to look over this dam and see. It looks like all that's Again, there's a lot more water today than there was a few days ago when I checked, because we got rain for 2 days straight after not getting rain all summer. But yeah, that looks pretty promising down there too, behind all these old mill buildings, all these old abandoned mill buildings. Boy, it'd be fun to explore those. I'm not going to do that, but that'd be fun. All right, I'm going to walk across the top of this dam to the other side and start hiking back. My time is running short. Got to get the kids from school. Meet back up with Tom, see how he's been doing. No, that's interesting. There's a cross out here. Looks like a little crackhead set up there, a little teepee action. Maybe a tarp village, homeless encampment. Bunch of trash everywhere. This is what I hate to see. These people just come out here and make a huge mess and leave it for it to be everybody else's problem. Oh well, keep moving on.
No idea.
Oh, Tom just showed me that ornate piece of brass. That's pretty cool. Nice. Good find.
Jim dropped his lipstick, I guess.
It's not my shade.
It's crazy that how long it lasts in there.
All right, guys, you see it? Right there. That's either going to be, I don't think it's one of those spider eggs from the trees. It could be a bouncy ball, but I think it's a big marble. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I think it's a cat eye. Oh yeah, it's solid. Whew, it's in rough shape, but that is a popper shooter. Not a super old one like some of the other ones will be fine, but I'll take a marble, especially a big one. Sweet. Marble number 3. All right, Tom just tossed me something. He popped up. Looks like a little set of handcuffs. Broken, but huh. Weird. Made in China.
All right, we got a trashy 78.
Birds all day, they're like yellow.
And I got a Lincoln. Yeah, it's a stinking Lincoln.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. It's been a long day on the river. I don't know how many hours we were here, but quite a while. A lot of work walking up and down the river, trying to cross rapids and all that stuff, trying to dig things out of the current. We're gonna do a wrap up. Tommy Gunn's over there setting his stuff up. Here is a pile of trash. Lots of brass though, lots and lots of brass. So it's good money at the scrapyard, but lots of junk we dug today, especially me. For the better finds, I did end up taking that embossed brick. I'm not sure what WSG means, but I'll look it up. Hopefully I can figure it out. I got myself some spoonage, pile of chicken nugget money. I got 3 marbles, 2 brass buckles. This one is just a giant D buckle, probably horse tack. And my absolute find of the day, and find of a while. I love finding these. This is exactly what I Metaldetect for, to find stuff like that. 1700s shoe buckle frame. And she is beautiful. GoPro probably doesn't pick up on all that detail, but it's a beautiful shoe buckle. And on to Tom's finds. Just like me, Tom dug a pile of holy crap, Tom. You hit for the cycle, you got a nickel. Tom dug a lot of chicken nugget money. A couple bucks probably. 3 brass D buckles too. I bet those sounded good. Looks like he's got a lot of similar trash to me. You got those weird little handcuffs, a lipstick tube. Where's your oh, here it is. And he got himself a beautiful, I think it's a sash buckle. It's like that stamped brass, so it's probably Victorian era. Got a lot of I'll have to take a picture. I know the GoPro sucks at detail, but it's got a lot of some little flowers and some ornate design. But all right, that's a wrap. We did all right, I guess.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, he got that big handle too. Big
It's an oldie.
yeah, old door handle. Is that a keyhole or no? It's just a latch that you would have open the door. So it was an interior door with no keyhole. Pretty cool. Cool. And a pile more junk. Anything else cool in there? Look at that fancy piece of glass.
Another piece of glass in there.
All right, you guys.
This is what you don't see on a lot of videos.
Yeah, all the trash. I try to do my best to show the trash so people understand the trash to treasure ratio always favors the trash, but once in a while you find something really cool like a shoe buckle frame. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this week. Appreciate all the love and support. Love reading the comments. Love all the new comments from all the new viewers and new subscribers. So that was an opportunity to get into a droughted out river and do something, again, a rare opportunity. We haven't had any rain all summer, and as you can see in the video, there was quite a bit of water in there, but that's because we got rain for 2 days prior to me and Tom getting in there. Unfortunately for Mason, he was in school. It probably would have been a little bit too dangerous for him to get in there with those currents and everything like that anyway, and how slippery the rocks are. But yeah, dug tons and tons of trash all day, but all you gotta do is pull one epic find like a colonial shoe buckle frame to make all that trash worth it. And again, we don't mind removing all that trash from the earth. It doesn't belong in that river, so we don't mind getting out of there. Found a bunch of marbles. Tom found himself an old, my guess is a Victorian era brooch or some sort of sash buckle, maybe, who knows. But anyway, we do want to get to our channel member shout-outs this week. We have, first up is Colleen, the Lucky Duck Digger. So she's a fellow metal detectorist as well as a rock hound, coin roll hunter, all that good stuff. Next up, we have Mona. And Mona is a huge supporter of the treasure hunting community, been supporting all of us for a long time. Magnet fishers, metal detectors, gold panners, pretty much any form of treasure hunting. Thank you so much, Mona. We do appreciate that. And we have one of our newer channel members this week, again, is Robert Legendre. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Appreciate all that love and support. Thank you for being a channel member. If you guys want to get your channel shouted out on ours, just sign up. It's 99 cents a month. Doesn't cost too much. And we do have some additional content posted that you guys can see that's not available to everyone. Kind of a look into our personal life and some of the other stuff we do. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and we're going to see you guys at that next great adventure.